friends, how are you? Happy Thursday. What's going on in your part of the world? My name is Lisa Mustard, and tonight I want to share with you how a total skeptic lost close to 20 pounds in 30 days. And I am going to bring him on in just a second when I see him join the live. His name is Michael Reyes, and we are Facebook friends, you guys. It is incredible how you can meet people on Facebook and you can build relationships and you can friend them. And if you have something that maybe they're interested in, they might join you. All right. So, Michael, let me find you. I just saw that you were here. I'm going to invite you on if I can. Hey, okay. I'm bringing you on camera. It should, oh, no, wait, not the wrong person. We don't want to bring Kate on. All right, bring Michael on. Let's see if I can figure this out. So Michael hopefully will be joining us. It says it's adding him. He's coming on. So when Michael gets here, I'm going to have him introduce himself. Hey, it worked.
Hey,
Yay.
all right.
How are ya?
All right. I'm doing good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Okay, awesome. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're good to go.
everybody,
Good.
everybody who's watching, if you can hear us, hit the heart button if you can hear us. Let us know that you can hear us, you guys. Okay, so I just kind of did a brief intro, and I said you and I met on Facebook. And I
Right.
want you to tell everybody who you are and what you do before we jump into how you lost all the weight so quickly.
All right, cool. So my name is Michael Reyes. I guess I'm an internet entrepreneur. That's how I would kind of categorize what I do. And I've been online for about 8 years now. And I'm also involved with network marketing, and we sell information and software. That's kind of what my business
Yeah,
encompasses.
right. And it's so cool because I think that's how
And
you found me.
right. Hey, Lisa, you're cutting out.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
hear
I'm
me?
sorry. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
Okay. Perfect.
Hmm.
Perfect. So the way I found you, that's what you asked, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Yep.
So the way I actually found you is I had started building interest in doing Facebook Lives, right? Because it's kind of an element that I've never been on camera. So I want to kind of start getting on camera, getting out of my comfort zone, doing something new to kind of expand my skill set, if you will. And I came across one of your Facebook Lives, and I was just really impressed with the energy, just kind of the way you did a Facebook Live. And whenever I see someone who has a skill set that I admire, that I like, or they're doing something that I would like to do, I've made it a habit of connecting with people like that, right? It's great to surround yourself with people that are better than you are, you know? And it's like kind of like they say, if you are the smartest person in your circle, then you're in trouble, right? So I
Right.
reached out to you and I complimented you on your Facebook Live, and we just started getting to know each other. So that's how we kind of came
Yeah.
across.
Yeah. And it's funny because for those of you, I've been kind of teasing it a little bit, but for those of you who've asked, Michael and I are working on a side project together, a Facebook Live Go Live boot camp, and we are, if technology
Right.
is in our favor for the next week, we're hoping to have that boot camp knocked out and created. So you guys stay tuned for
Right.
that. But what happened was,
Super
as you
excited
guys,
for that.
a lot of people, yeah, I know, me too. So excited for, and I know we have a little bit of some tech stuff going on right now. So we apologize for any delay or spottiness. But as you guys know, so much of what Michael does and what I do is all about building relationships. And so I think you probably saw a post I made about, hey, everybody, thanks for being here. Let us know where you're watching from as you jump on. We'd love to know where you are. Um, he saw one of my posts about weight loss, and he reached out and said, hey, what is it that you have? How do you help people lose weight? And Michael titled it Total Skeptic Loses 20 Pounds in 30 Days because he is a complete skeptic. Like, and like I was
Thank
when
you.
I
Thank
first looked at this.
you.
Yeah. When I first looked at these systems 5 years ago, I was a huge skeptic because I thought, how in the world is this going to work? How am I going to not just lose the weight, but how am I going to sustain it? But you guys know I've been doing this for 5 years, and I help a lot of people And so when Michael and I started talking, he had a lot of questions, which I respect and admire, because I don't think you should do anything without doing your research and asking questions. And he asked some really good questions. So what is it? Can you share a little bit about where you started when you first started on the system and where you are today?
Yeah, so I will say I am a complete skeptic, and I'll be honest, and I'll say it's only when it comes to things health and wellness. I don't know why. I'm just a complete skeptic. I view
Mm,
everything like vitamins. I know they're good for you, but it's hard to tell if they're really working, right?
right.
And so when we had our conversation, I honestly thought, I said, okay, there's like a 50% chance she's going to either answer my questions or unfriend me, right? Because I asked so many questions, and that's the reality. It's kind of like you can't, it's hard to move forward if you don't have
Mm,
confidence, right? If you're
right.
not really bought into it. So I asked a ton of questions, and part of it was, we met at a great time
Mm,
because I was actually looking at some other alternatives. So I was kind of at that place where I was ready for the change, right? I was
mm,
ready to actually do something and
mm,
kind of to move forward with seriously, pursuing weight loss and whatnot. So then after, uh, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like we talked probably
mm,
about maybe a week, maybe even longer. It was like
mm,
constant questions every day, right?
mm,
But
mm,
I decided to move forward with it, and I'll tell you two of the reasons that I really decided to move forward is one, um, we built that trust, and I
mm,
felt like, okay, Lisa, she's knowledgeable. She knows what she's doing. She's obviously helped a lot of other people,
mm,
but she's not just trying to sell me something, right? Like she
mm,
legitimately will tell me if she can help me with this or not.
mm,
So you made your recommendation, and I said, okay, let's go ahead and go forward with it. And worst case scenario, like with all quality products, right? You got a money back guarantee. So
mm,
there's really, if you're in that place where you're ready to move forward, there's nothing to lose. You either get the result you expect or you get your money back.
right.
So I said, okay, let's move forward with it.
Mm,
And it was a really awkward time because I moved forward with the plan and I started it like a day before I went on vacation, which is
right.
like walking through the fire immediately, you know? Because when you're on
Yeah.
vacation, everyone eats out, there's barbecues, there's all the other things. But the cool thing is that with the plan that we set up, it's not like you're altering your lifestyle, right? It's not like
Right.
you're, because that's another big question I had was sustainability. I tried a lot of things in the past, but a lot of them are not sustainable. It's
Right.
a quick fix to kind of get some results, but you can't do it forever. So that's where I started, and I'll tell you, in the first
Mm,
week, I immediately noticed results, and I was completely shocked. I was like, okay, no way, this is crazy. I think I might have lost like 8 pounds in the first week, and
mm, mm.
I remember up through the third week, I was already at like 15 pounds lost. And actually, I messaged you
Mm.
because I got scared, right? I legitimately got scared.
Yeah.
I said, hey, this seems like it's going too fast, right? Maybe I need to jump
Mm,
off. I was kind of like, because I'm a skeptic about, all these things, but I
mm,
felt great. It was kind of weird because I lost so much weight quickly, and I would imagine that
mm,
I don't know if those results are typical or not because, it's the first time I've experienced weight loss at this rate, and I felt healthy, I felt energetic, I didn't feel fatigued. I go normally, like if you go like on a, I don't know how to say it, like a starvation plan or something, right? You feel fatigued, you feel burned out, you feel tired. Like your body's telling you this is not right. But this was the first
mm,
time that I've lost so much weight, and I felt great. I felt great. So
mm,
today, well, I think maybe yesterday was officially 30 days, and I'm at the 20
mm,
pound mark, which is
mm.
insane, right? It's really
Yeah.
mind blowing. So it's really crazy. And that's kind of so that's where I started and where I'm at now.
Yes, and I definitely want to say your results are not typical at all. Average results on this system are actually, I want to say, 9 pounds in a month is pretty much typical results. So you are above average, like exceptional results. And so that's pretty incredible. And I do believe, and I don't want to fool people, because most people do not lose that much weight in the first month. Now, it is possible. And what I notice, I'm going to be
Right.
honest, is that men tend to lose it faster than women do, because of, you know, hormones and the amount of muscle that men carry just by nature of being a man. So people get frustrated when they hear results like yours, because they go, oh my gosh, I really would love to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. But
Right.
if average results are 9 pounds in a month, how can you say no to that, right? And in something that's so
Right.
easy
Right.
and simplified. Right. Like so when people say, well, I'm not, you know, oh, it's only 9 pounds. I'm like, yeah, but what are you going to do anyway? Like, if your goal is to lose weight and we have this system here and what you're doing isn't working, because I talk to a lot of people and what they're doing isn't working, because for a lot of reasons, and I won't jump into that, but I've been doing this for a very long time, and I was doing this prior to getting involved with this company, helping people with their health and wellness and behavior change. And you got, and as I know, as a counselor, like, behavior change is such a hard thing for people, and there's stages of change that people go through. And so if you're not at that place of taking action, you're more in that contemplation stage, and you're wondering, like, is this for me? Then I want you to write the word system below, or reach out to me or Michael in private messenger, because we can show you exactly what this looks like and how easy and simple it is. It does not require hours and hours of prepping. It doesn't require hours and hours of, meal planning and going to the grocery store and buying different ingredients. In fact, if you will have less time in the kitchen, you'll have more time with your family, and you'll have less time eating out of plasticware and Tupperware. You kind of get your life back, and you're not obsessing over what is my next healthy meal going to be. So I think it's really
Right.
important that people are aware of what this looks like. And I want to say one of the things that had you finally, like, pull the trigger, if I remember correctly, was I was like, dude, you get a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like it and you use
Right.
every bit of it by the end of that 29th day, you can call them and they will refund all your money. So you don't have to send anything back. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to do anything except call customer support and say, it didn't work or I didn't like it. And, you know, I'm not going to be upset. We're still going to be friends. I still will support you. In fact, I'll say, hey, have you thought about maybe this program, because mine didn't work for you? But I'm so excited that it is working for you, and that you are getting results, and that,
Yeah.
you know,
Definitely.
just looking at you in this live, like, your face is leaner for sure. I can definitely see a difference. And I know that people in your life are noticing too, and asking you, like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I had somebody ask me the other day, "Hey man, what are you doing?" So, but I will say, you know what? And I really admire that, because you know what you said about not fooling people, that this is typical results, right? Because I mean, for me, this is incredible. It's awesome. But I will say that you're 100% right. I looked at it like, look, these are either guaranteed results or money back. It's a win-win. There's no way to lose here. But with whatever you do, if you don't stick to the plan, if you're not committed, nothing's gonna work. You know. So I was in that
Right.
place where I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna work with Lisa. I'm gonna listen to what she says, and she says this is gonna get me results, and I'm gonna stick to it, right? And I stuck to it, and my mind is completely blown. I was not
Yeah.
expecting to feel the way I feel. You know, I was not expecting to feel the way I feel, but I'm so thankful that I give it a shot, right? Especially when there's no
Yeah.
situation. So yeah, that was
Right.
really, really cool.
Right.
And you know what? I feel like I'm doing it. I
Well,
never
I am
thought
just,
I'd be
yeah.
doing a testimony for a system like this, because it's incredible. It's incredible.
Right. Right. I know. I remember when we first started talking about it, and I said, now, Michael, this is network marketing. So if you decide that you're like, no, 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 no. I just, I don't really have an interest in that. I do other things. I was like, okay, okay. And I
Right,
said, oh, you
right.
sound just like me. When I first got my system, I was like, I'm not interested in like selling it. I just want the results. I want to make my life easy. I want to lose the baby weight. I want to feel good in my skin again. I want to rock my confidence in my 40s. And I totally was like, okay, that's cool. So it's really ironic that here you are a month later, like, yeah, I'll do a live with you. Let's talk about it. And I was like, yes,
Right.
that's awesome. So thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing your results so
Yeah.
far. I can't wait to see what happens in another 4 weeks for you.
Right. Yeah, and it's really crazy because I will tell you that I was the person who, when I saw people posting results, giving testimonials, I assumed, okay, there's probably a bunch of hidden stuff there, or it's probably not typical, probably not, it's maybe it's not for me, and I'm that person now. I'm
Mhm.
like, this actually works and is not
Right,
hard, right? It's not hard at all. I
right,
just
right.
yeah, it's crazy the way things turn out.
And I think another thing that makes me kind of laugh just a little bit is when you sent me that picture of that hamburger that you had, and you were like, I can't, I just, my
Oh,
body doesn't tolerate this anymore. So, can you share a little bit about? Because I
yeah,
remember you telling me in a voice message, you were like, I love this system because I can eat normal food and hop right back on it the next day and still get my
right.
results. So, can you talk just a little bit about what that's been like for you?
Yeah, that's actually what makes the system easy for me is that I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
alter my diet, and protein or doing, some of the other things that other diets might require. I just kind of live my life the way I did prior to the system, and it allows me
Mm-hmm.
to it allows this to be sustainable. So the
Mm-hmm.
other day, when it was I forgot we went for something. Oh, I think it was for Father's Day. We
Mm-hmm.
went for Father's Day, and there was this double triple cheeseburger with like a pound of bacon, and it was just massive, right? So I said, you know what? I mean, that's in the plan if I want it in the plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I ordered it, and I probably ate about a fifth of it, and
Mm-hmm.
I regretted it. I don't know what happened, but my stomach was upside down. I couldn't. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was bad. It was bad, and that's
Yeah.
when I sent you that picture, and I said, "Big, big mistake." Actually, I posted it on my wall. I think anyone can go on my wall and they can see that massive burger. I think it was, yeah, it was huge. It was huge.
Yeah.
But you know
Yeah.
what? It's so cool that obviously that was a bad choice, but it's so cool that you can make bad choices within the plan and still get results.
Right.
Not that I
Right. And
condone that, right? I definitely don't recommend that.
right. Oh, yeah. Right, right. No, and I don't, I mean, I know what you're saying because I think when you shift when you shift to using our system, your body starts to get into like alignment with the superfoods that are coming in, and your body starts to like release the inflammation and release the toxins. And, if people are open to intermittent fasting, that's a part of this as well. And so when you reintroduce something like a heavy meal, or fatty foods, your body, while it tastes really good, your taste buds change and your body responds to it differently than maybe it would have a couple weeks prior when that was like a normal kind of dinner for you. But I will say one of the things that I love about our system is that you can eat all the foods. You can have carbs, people, you can have a little bit of sugar, and you're still going to get
Right.
results because, believe it or not, people, you need those macros in your diet to for a lot of things. And I'm sure I ruffled the feathers of a lot of keto people, and I don't mean to, but I feel as though the research they've done on our systems prove compliance, and it also proves sustainability and long-term weight loss results. And I know a lot of people, you and I were just talking about this, people who go on the keto or the paleo or the Atkins, and they lose a lot of weight, but the second they go
Right.
back to eating normal, they gain some of the weight back, and it's so frustrating.
Right, right. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
we have a family friend who actually just got off one of those programs, and within their first 2 weeks, they gained 14 pounds.
Yeah.
And now they're having a tough time getting back onto it, you know? But you know
Yeah.
what I will say is what's really cool too is that when you get results, right? Whether it's 2 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, when you get results and you start to see that this works, it makes you want to do more, right? Like I
Right.
just planned on following the plan and going forward, but as you lose weight, as you get results, you want to eat healthier. You want to start
Mm.
working out, right? Which is like
Hmm.
unheard of. I haven't worked out for years, but I've been working out lately, right?
Yeah.
And it's so
Right.
embarrassing to admit that. Maybe we'll
Mm.
X that out of the video, right?
No.
But yeah, I mean, so now I consciously I make healthier choices,
Hmm.
and it's not a struggle because I will say it used to be kind of like a struggle. It's like, oh, all right, I'll take a salad, right?
Right.
But now when you get results, it builds that momentum in you,
Hmm.
and it's so much easier when you want to make those right choices to actually
Hmm.
kind of help the
Yeah.
progress.
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely a
Yes.
benefit.
Oh, I love that. I love how you shared that. And I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And I've seen that with a number of people who have joined and used the system and get their results. That it's like, you know, they have the self confidence in themselves that they can do this, that they can reach their next goal. And so when they start, like you said, start to see the scale number change or their pants are fitting
Right.
looser, it goes, well, hey, maybe I should, if I go out and walk now, what's that going to do? Or what if I go to the gym and do a body weight circuit?
Right.
Like, what might that do? Is that going to help even more? So I'm excited for you. I
Right.
can't wait to see what happens next. So, um, I really appreciate you being here. If you guys want to know about this system that Michael uses, that I use, drop the word system below or reach out to me or Michael in private messenger and we can share more with you. We have a really great promotion going on right now through the end of the week. And if it's something you've been sitting on the fence and you've been wondering about, now is the time. It's a great deal. We don't do this deal very often. Okay, Autumn, we will be in touch. I don't know, one of us will be in touch or all three of us will be talking and we'll be happy to share that with you. I'm excited for you to learn more about it. Anything else you want to share, Michael? Because you're just rocking it. And I am just, once again, I want to report these results are not typical, but Michael Reyes is not a typical human. So just so you guys know, just one more time, results are not typical here.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you know what? I will say that it's definitely like the biggest surprise is that it's not as hard as what I thought it would be prior to getting started, right? It's definitely not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of concerns and, what if this? What about this? I don't think this.
Yeah.
And if you just make a decision and give it a try, you got nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Either you get the result you're looking
Mm-hmm.
for, or you get 100% of your money back. There's
Right.
literally no reason
Right.
not to.
Right.
Um, but you got to one be in a place where you're ready to take action. You just got to be ready to go with it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just give it a shot. And
Mm-hmm.
what I found is that's the biggest surprise. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. All those questions I had, all those concerns, literally like none of them none of them came to
Right.
pass. It's like that acronym, like
Right.
in the business world, right? Because obviously I'm involved with internet marketing and have online business and whatnot. They have that acronym fear, right? It's false
Mm-hmm.
expectations appearing real. And
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of weird that I guess in the past I haven't applied that to health and wellness or
Mm-hmm.
nutrition, but it's completely accurate, right? All those
Right.
concerns, none of them came to pass, and it's so much easier
Right.
than what I thought it was going to be. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would
I think that's
be my
awesome.
my close recommendation. Yeah, just if you're in a place where
Awesome.
you're ready to get results and you're actually ready to
Mm-hmm.
do something, there's literally
Yeah.
no way to lose, right? There's no way to
Right.
lose.
Right. And that's coming from somebody who had a lot of questions, who is a very big skeptic, and I'm
Right.
grateful for your skepticism. I really truly am because if it weren't for people I was a skeptic, and so I'm grateful for skeptics because I totally get it. Like I was that person who said, "How is this going to work?" But I will say, my experience was within 3 days of starting the system, my energy had gone up. I had lost my sugar cravings and I was sleeping like a baby at 40. And then for me, within 12 weeks, I reached my goal of losing 2 pant sizes. So like I said, it's different for everybody, and Michael's results are not typical, you guys. So it's going to be different, but you won't know if it's going to work for you until you give it a try. And if that's you right now, then definitely drop the word system below, or reach out to one of us or both of us or whatever, and we'll be happy to share. We just want to help people reach their goals and feel good in their skin. So do you have anything else before we sign off? Autumn,
No,
typical
if
result
anyone
is
has any
about,
questions.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, no,
sorry,
I don't have
Michael.
anything else other than if anyone wants to ask me like just a real question about kind of
Mhm.
what the experience is like, feel free to reach out, right? I don't want to give anyone a false expectation. I'll tell you
Mhm.
exactly what I think, right? I mean,
Mhm.
you know, it's
Right.
it's I don't have a lot of bad stuff to say, but I do have a lot of you know, a lot of maybe questions on how do you what does a plan look like, or how do you
Mhm.
integrate it into your life, or what does it involve,
Mhm.
or do I have to do 10 steps a day, or what do I got to cut, what are like all those questions that I
Right.
had, right? And why does
Right.
it work, right? How is this
Right.
healthy, how all
Right.
these different questions.
Mhm.
I'm happy to share my true legitimate experience. I have no financial gain.
Mhm.
I'm happy to share the true the reality of my experience.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you so much for being open and willing to talk about it. And I want to tell Autumn that I think typical average results are, it's either 7 or 9 pounds. I can't recall, but I'll get back to you. I want to say it's 9 pounds, Autumn. And everybody's different. So that's average. You know, it could be 5 for you, it could be 3 for you, or it could be 20 like it is for Michael. It just really depends on your history of diet, your history of exercise, you know, hormonal issues. If you have any, you know, any types of symptoms going on that would cause inflammation in your body, you know, there's a host of things that we can talk about. But at the same time, I've helped so many people over the years that, you know, I've seen so many different types of people get results that I am hopeful for everybody who comes and gives it a try. So anyway, you guys, thanks so much for being here. If you found this helpful and you're excited for Michael, give us the little, you know, what is it, that congratulations emoji below, like the little horn going, like the tooting horn. Give him some love, give him some likes, and cheer him on, because I'm hoping in the next 4 to 6 weeks we'll come back and do another live and talk even more about, you know, what he's experienced and how great he's doing, because this guy's going to rock it out. So you guys
Hey,
have a
you
great
know,
night. Anything
Lisa,
else, Michael, you want to say? Yeah, sure.
yeah. One thing I want to add is that before I recommend, before anyone gets started, right? And feel free if you have something to add, but before anyone gets started, I would contact Lisa, because it's not just about the system, it's also about the plan. Because you and I talked
Mhm.
about a bunch of different ways to approach what my goals were. So the
Sure.
planning has a lot to do with it. So I would highly
Mhm.
recommend uh, that anyone get in touch with Lisa if you're ready to get started, or even if you have questions, because the planning is just as important as the system.
Right. Right. That's so true. I'm so glad you said that, because I agree.
All
If
right.
you're not
I think
ready,
we're still on a delay
if your
here.
mindset, yeah, sorry, I know, but that's so true. Like if your mindset isn't there and you're sitting on the fence and you're hemming and you're hawing, then you can ask about it, you can look at it, but you have to be ready. I mean, you have to be ready to take that step. You almost have to be like, you know, where I was about to throw in the towel on my goals and say, forget it. You know, I'll just be like this and look like this. And while I was pretty much happy, I knew that if other women my age were doing this, why couldn't I do it too? And I was like, I want to have, you know, results. I want to feel good in my skin. I want to feel confident and you know, have vibrant health in my 40s. And so I'm just glad I took a look at it and went first, you know. So anyway, I really appreciate you, Michael. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences. And I will
Thank
talk
you
to you in a
so
little
much.
bit. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. Well, thank you for trusting me. And you and I got lots of work to do on our Facebook Live course. So you guys have a
Right,
great,
right.
great rest of your Thursday, and we will see you soon. So I'm going to sign us off. Okay, bye, Michael.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
Okay, bye, everybody.